whiskey lovers, welcome for another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. We are still looking at independent bottlings by Auchentoshan as promised, and today I would like to look at a release from Maison du Whisky. Maison du Whisky is a well-respected retailer in France with their headquarters in Paris, and in 2011 they released a special series of 10 whiskies, aptly named, the series at least, The 10. The idea behind it was to go through 10 bottles numbered from 0 to 9, covering all sorts of or all styles of whiskey, so that in a sense it would be a way for new whiskey aficionados to become acquainted with the different styles. The 10 bottles that they released were, in fact, they started out with numbering it 0, don't ask me why. 0 is a Cameron Bridge from 2003, so it's a single grain. Number 1 is a Light Lowland, an Auchentoshan. Then we have number 2, a Light Speyside, an Altmore. We have number 3, a Light Highland, a Clynelish. Then we've got number 4, a Medium Speyside, a Longmorn. We've got number 5, the Medium Sherry, a Benrin. Then we have the number 6, a Medium Highland Peat, an Ardmore. Then there was number 7, a Medium Isla Peat, a Bowmore. And then number 8 was a First Fill Sherry Tamdhu. And lastly, the number 9 was a Heavy Isla Peat, a Lefroy. So, but of course in my collection I can't do without number 1, the Light Lowland. And the Light Lowland is in fact, and all of these bottles in the series of 10 are in fact from the stocks of Signatory, which, as you know, is the company run by Andrew Symington, who also owns the distillery in Pitlochry, Dower. This one, number 1, the Light Lowland, is in fact an Auchentoshan distilled in 2003, and it was bottled in 2011. Basically, that makes this Auchentoshan an 8-year-old. It's light in color, and probably very light in style as well, otherwise they would not have called it Light Lowland. It is indeed a pale straw. It's got, it's not beating that heavily, which presumably this is already an indication of a very light body indeed, Light Lowland. Well, let's find out if this whiskey from La Maison du Whisky in France is indeed a nice Auchentoshan. Wow. Wow, that is a very, very fruity nose. It's delicate and fresh. It's a little bit floral, but it's very fragrant. I got some sugared lemon skins, a slice of pineapple here, some green apples. This is actually very light. Now, I know that many whiskey aficionados, when they smell this, they will go like, well, it's light, it's delicate, it's feminine, it's a whiskey for the ladies, or maybe it's for the virgin malts, as they say. But one must never mistake subtlety and delicacy for blandness. There's a big difference, a huge difference. This is not bland. This is subtle, delicate, fragrant. It's not to be compared with a Speyside or a Highlander. It's like, that's apples and pears. It's okay to compare different Isla whiskies, why not? Or different Highland whiskies, or, for that matter, different Lowland whiskies. But don't go comparing an Auchentoshan to, for example, a Clynelish. It's two different beasts, you know, it's completely different. And it would be wrong to think of Auchentoshan as bland or flavorless. It's nothing of the sort. It's simply another style of whiskey. So in this case, this may be light, but it's very fragrant, it's very subtle and delicate, but it's anything but bland. I love this nose. This is typical Auchentoshan. This is what I like about Auchentoshan. The citrus, the vanilla, very soft and accessible, aperitif style whiskey. It is indeed very light. It could have done with a little bit more punch though. It is fragrant again. It is flavoursome in this case. I get the lemon skins. There's nothing new, unfortunately. I get the lemon skins, I get the green apples, the citrus, soft vanilla, a hint of ginger and some white pepper. That's probably from the bourbon casks. But it could have done with a little bit more body. It's not that punchy at all, but this is bottled at a weird ABV. It says 40.10% ABV. What's that all about? Make it 40.1. Why didn't they cut this to 40? Whatever. 40.10% ABV. It could have done with a little bit more punch, in my opinion. And I'm sure it's not cask strength, because this is only 8 years old. It's a 2003 distillate. But it's not bad. It's a bit soft though. But then again, if that's what it's meant to be in the broader perspective of this series, you know, the 10, when you come to number 1, Light Lowland, well, then you can't really bottle a punchy lowlander, a smack in your face lowlander, and they do exist, trust me. No, that wouldn't do. So in the mindset of the 10 from La Maison du Whisky, this is a very fine dram. But for me personally, it could have done with a little more punch. The finish is medium to long, very sweet, very soft, with some white pepper fading slightly in the background, fading very gently. Well, it's a light lowland indeed, not bad at all, and if you're new to lowland, then this might be a good bottle to go to, because you can find it for less than 30 quid, so less than 30 euros even in Belgium. So this is a very easygoing, very nice aperitif style whiskey. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's it for this Whiskey Wrangling. I will see you again real soon. Until then, may the malt be with you. Bye.